Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The give to the lone running back. He's out past the 35. Hits the afterburners. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Finding open areas. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Mobley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
RPO. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. He's loose on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. Make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard, this defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Slithers into space. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Brown wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Williams. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got him. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Mobley. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish! The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Brown wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a give to Washington. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out to the back. Smashes ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is on fire, man. Back-to-back plays, completely going across the field. Now set up in a goal-to-go situation. Now the field shrinks a little bit. Interested to see if they can punch it in, be more physical. I know they made the big explosive plays to get here. Now they got to do the ground-and-pound dirty work.
And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Carr. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Crosses the 30, and he'll be smacked to the ground. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble. And while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. The 40, at the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running right, Bryson Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
To the air, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Working that left side now. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the draw, it's Mobley. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. Here's Carr to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Nice move to keep running. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Fourth down, Carr. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 3 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Missouri with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick completion to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Might have a chance. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll run play action, extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Cobb. And the defense drags him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Move 30. Stay.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Win. Copper. Mustang. Magic. But hard.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Quick release on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Across the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Mobley. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brown wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Third and 6 yards to go. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down.
214 close. 214 close.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit as he throws. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Cobb. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for his man in the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot.
Here's a little room there. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Carr flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. A little release to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Brown wants to pass. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. The 20. The tag. Touchdown Auburn. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Throwing, Carr. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Carr. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Carr. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the air on first down. On target. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Brown will throw it. Got his man on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They get to him as he throws. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to Washington. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Now facing a third and long. Brown wants to pass. Right on the money. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Looking deep. Working on the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Young. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Brown will throw it. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory